Hey everyone, I'm Adam Andler from Sherpers, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys 3 new brands that we are carrying in all our stores. These brands specifically relate to kayak fishing, and they are Catch Products, RoboHawk, and Yak Attack. I'm going to show you guys how I set up and rigged my Autopilot 136, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite products and how you can customize your kayak to be the best fishing machine on the water. Stay tuned. For starters, I'm just going to do a quick walk through right by the kayak so you guys can see a couple of the different products that we are going to be carrying. I have them all laid out in here, and that way you guys can get a taste of what I'm going to be talking about in this video, and then I'm going to go back through and talk about things more specifically. I want to show you guys an up-close look at that Panfish Portrait Pro camera mount from Yak Attack. As you can see, it has the exact same base as the fish finder mount. The only difference is it has the screw ball and that ball connector piece in here, so you can totally customize this to any angle you need or whatever direction you want this GoPro to be pointing. You can totally customize it whatever way you want it. Another product over here is the Yak Attack fish finder mount. This is the round base fish finder mount, and as you can see, the ram mount perfectly fits on there. I just took it off my boat and put it on the kayak, and I have my Lowrance Hook 5 SS hooked up on here. Obviously, having a fish finder is a nice bonus while on the water. You can tell what depth you're in, what the water temperature is, where you're at on the lake, if you have GPS or not. Another awesome product. Now I'm going to show you guys actually how to attach these Yak Attack mounts to the track system provided by Old Town. And as you can see on the bottom of these mounts, they have this little silver plate, and that is actually going to fit in this groove right here in the track. And these are all like specifically made for these Old Town boats. So if you have an Old Town kayak, whether it's the EPDL, the Topwater, the Autopilot, these are all going to work for you. And as you can see, you have this little silver plate down here, and on here you have a couple of grooves. You're going to want to line up those grooves in the actual track. And on this fish finder mount, so you have this little switch down here. The easiest way I've found to attach these is just to flip this out, and the bottom will actually come off. So that is the base of this fish finder mount. That'll come off, and I just unscrew this silver plate far enough that it's going to fit down in here like so. And as you can see, you can slide it back and forth now that that is in there to wherever you want it lined up. And all you got to do now is tighten it down. So all you have to do is turn this until it's tight. Right now, it's not going anywhere. So now we're going to pick back up our fish finder mount. You're going to put it back in there, and see, this is all fully customizable too. You can have it any angle you want. And once you find the spot you want it set at, all you're going to do is close that clip back, and as you can see, we are locked in and ready to go. All you got to do is attach your power cords, and you are all set to use that fish finder. And then another Yak Attack product here is actually called the Double Header, and this is specifically for a paddle, or you can also put your Yak Attack net in here as well. Want to give you guys a little closer up view here of how we're going to attach this double header. So again, just unscrew that silver plate, put it in the tracks wherever you want it set, just screw it down. And then what's really nice about this is, like I said, you can put your paddle in here, but you can also, if you need a spot to put your fishing rod, you can lay your fishing rod in there, and to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, you can just wrap that little bungee around it, and that way it's totally secure in there. Back here we have the Yak Attack Black Pro fishing crate, and this is an awesome product. You can put all your tackle and gear in here. You can fit plenty of tackle trays in here. Anything you need while you're out fishing is all in here. And a nice thing about this, actually, I was just in a tournament on Saturday and it was pouring rain out and no water ever got in here. So it's pretty watertight, and it's a great product. Also fully customizable. It comes with 4 rod holders, and what's really neat about it is all these holes is anywhere you can attach those rod holders. So if you wanted all 4 rod holders on the back here, you could do that. I put 2 in the back and 1 on each side. You can put poles in there. As you can see, I have my net in there ready to rock and roll. And the last product we have from them on my boat is just the high-vis flag. And this is really nice when you're out on the water. It lets all other boaters know, hey, there's a kayaker here, look out, get out of the way. And a pretty nice addition to the boat, and something most fishing tournaments would probably recommend is a flag just for your own safety. I also want to point out to you guys that on these flags you can actually buy a flag from Yak Attack that comes with a light already on the assembly here. I'm a little cheap, so I went to Sherpers and I picked up a little Night Eyes light and I zip tied it right to the top of the flag, and all you got to do is turn this and that'll activate the light. You got a 360-degree light, and that'll help boats and everyone else also see you in the low light conditions. And then when you're done, all you got to do is unscrew it, and this is probably like a $6-7 thing in the store as opposed to a $100 flag that has one on it. So this is a nice alternative if you guys don't want to spend the money to get the flag that already comes with the light. The next thing I want to talk about is some of the new Catch products that we are carrying in the store, and I want to start off with their bump boards. So Catch is probably most famously known for their bump boards, and in fact quite a few kayak tournaments and leagues require you to specifically use a Catch bump board. And this is the carbonate bump board. It's very light and made out of plastic, so this is great. If it goes overboard, it's going to float. They also have a variety of different other bump boards. The original bump board they made is actually made out of aluminum, and they come in a couple different sizes. I would recommend for bass fishing tournaments or walleye fishing tournaments getting either the 26-inch or the 32-inch, just because you don't want to catch a fish that's too big for your bump board, specifically more so in the walleye circuit. That's why I really like the 32-inch. I do a couple walleye tournaments on the Rock River on the Fish Donkey app, and the 32-inch bump board is great because even if you get, say, a 30-inch walleye, that still will fit on the 32-inch bump board. And a lot of people like the smaller version. I think they have a 16-inch for panfish, but honestly I would much rather go big because that way whatever fish you catch is going to fit on here. And another product that we're going to be carrying from Catch is the Catch ID holder. So this is actually a really neat product here that you can actually fit over your bump board. As you can see, this will just slide right onto this bump board, and now you have your identifier readily available. So in these kayak fishing tournaments, in the morning of the tournament, you're going to get a code that specifically comes out that day, so everyone knows that the fish you caught were caught that day and that nobody's cheating. So this Catch ID holder is great because that way when you take your picture, you already have that code in every single picture, and you don't have to worry about making sure that it's in the photo or on the board. It's already there and you don't have to worry. So that was a product that I really wanted this year. It folds up nice and neat too. And these are just a couple of the products that we're carrying and a couple that I personally use. The next brand I want to cover is RoboHawk. So as you can see in my hand here, I have the RoboHawk Talon phone harness. And probably the most important thing while being out in a kayak in general and fishing in these kayak tournaments is to take care of your phone. You do not want this going overboard, and you don't want it sinking to the bottom of the lake. So what you want to do to attach this Talon phone harness is you're just going to put this around the corners of the phone, like so. Just make sure to get it that it covers every corner. That's all you got to do. And now you have that phone locked in and harnessed. And honestly, these harnesses are awesome. This phone, you can swing it around. That baby ain't going anywhere. So I would recommend probably hooking it up to either your belt loop when you're out in the kayak, or what I like to do actually is I hook it up to my life jacket. But that way, no matter what, even if you were to drop your phone, at least you're going to get it back. Another cool product from RoboHawk that I want to talk about is the Wingman tether system. And this is really cool because you can keep all your tools in one place readily available. Again, it comes with a nice carabiner. You can stick it on your belt loop. That way when you catch your fish, you got to take the hook out. You got your pliers right there ready to go. Or maybe you got a bad tangle up. You got to cut the line. You got your scissors ready. This is a really neat product. I've seen a lot of people use these ice fishing. You can use it open water. You can use it any time of the year, whether you're fishing from shore, fishing in the kayak. These are really, really cool products, and I'm really excited that we're carrying them. But RoboHawk, these are just a couple of the products that they offer. I'm going to show you guys more of the products they carry in the store later on. But I just want to cover some of the ones that I personally use and really like. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the Yak Attack display at the Hales Corners store. As you can see, we actually have some more options than what you see in the video. So we have some of the rod holders, we have the Yak Attack net, and we have some of the other different accessories, the Roto Grip paddle holder, the ball connector, the screw ball, and actually the grid lock mighty mount, and some of the actual grid if you want to put it on your kayak and it doesn't have those channels to attach the accessories. You can actually buy the grid and mount it on your kayak. We have the cup holders and some more rod holders, and of course the Black Pack Pro fishing crate. And up here in the front of the store we have the RoboHawk products and the Catch products also on display. As you can see, we have a couple different options. We have the Talon phone harness, the Stinger phone harness, the Wingman tether system, and the rod and paddle leash. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Again, I'm going to offer you a 10% off discount code for anything in the store. Anything you've seen in this video, you can use the code ADAM68. That's ADAM68. You'll get 10% off any one item. And all these items are available online at www.sherpers.com. Make sure to check it out, whether you come in the store or shop online. Thanks again, guys. We'll see ya.